Hello again, YouTube. I wanted to get my last crunch off of something that I was eating, so I wouldn't be eating too much on camera. But this is the Truth Man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. Now, on this video, I want to explore, and y'all know I'm the Truth Man, I'm going to carefully explore a belief that's out there, and particularly in the United States. And that's that women, they say black men, and men in general, they're saying we hate women, right? Because of our talking points on YouTube, which, by the way, for years and years and years, this stuff was just under the rug. It got so out of control that now people talk about it on YouTube. And people make a lot of money talking about it on YouTube, even if it's not really how they conduct themselves and what they really believe. Nonetheless, people are making a lot of money from super chats, etc., talking for or against the talking points of the red pill space. And the conclusion has been drawn that men hate women. But from now on, I'm doing a new series on it. I'm going to read the insults. And I know some of them going to try to stop doing it. I'm going to read and I'm going to quote the insults that I hear from now on of women against men. I did some exploratory work last night, and on almost every live that I listened to, I heard women disrespecting men, insulting men. More so, way more so, and I've been investigating this for a while, because I'm not just the type of person to just try to believe, hop on bandwagons and follow trends. I've been experiencing this thing that I'm talking about for a long time, in a number of ways. And I will answer the question, do men hate women more, or do women hate men more? Based on what I've seen and what I've heard, and we ain't singling out black women, but we're going to talk about them too. Women hate men more than they hate them. I see a lot of men taking care of families with a woman in it that don't even respect them, that done cheated on them. But yet, they still look out for them. Still want the best for them. Still, even in a lot of cases, pray for them. I've seen women try to dominate men on every aspect of life. I've seen it at work. I've seen it in the stores. I've seen it in gatherings. I've seen it in the street. More so than I see men doing it to them. What I see men doing and what I hear men doing is trying to give women the benefit of the doubt. But how can you unjustly give the benefit of the doubt if you know what's going on like I do? See, I've been listening, man, and I've been watching for a long time, and what I'm noticing on YouTube is that a lot of women are flocked to the guy that appears to be bucking up against the system of the red pill and against men in general. I heard a young guy, I'm like, dude, shut up, man. You too young. Trying to take up for some women that were disrespecting a guy. And he didn't come to his defense a single time, and he was siding with him. This is what's going on. And if it's going on in YouTube, you know it's going on in the workplace. I've seen it firsthand. Got into it with a guy. I didn't start it. I simply came to him like a man and told him what he was doing wrong. He turned it into something else. And all those women were taking his side. Didn't have nothing to do with it. That was me and him. And then this same individual gets into it with another guy who was married at the time, had a lot of alpha tendencies, like the way he carried himself. And people did not like him for no apparent reason. He didn't do anything to them. They didn't like him. Listen, man, this is going to be a series. It's got to be. I can't just talk about this. This first video going to be about 10 minutes. I can't just talk about this one time. Derek Jackson still talking. Dude, look at your history, man. You grifting at this point. You was always grifting, but you grifting at this point. And then these people, when they get confronted, they insult because they can't prove themselves right. They insult, which is childish. That's what we did as kids in elementary school. That's why it was a lot, like in elementary school, most of the fights were somebody told the truth, somebody didn't accept the truth, they insulted them, and the two ended up fighting. Whether it was instigated or not instigated, they ended up fighting. That was most of the fights in elementary school. People will say something about somebody's mama, say something about their financial status, instead of, okay, what was said? What's your take on it? Women collectively hate men more than men hate women. Now there's rainbow people on both sides, right? The guys that are rainbow, I've noticed, because they're here in Milwaukee, they don't go out of their way to insult and disrespect women. Not the ones that I see or know about. But the women that are that way, it's a versus thing. And I knew one. Nicest person you'll ever meet. Always looked out for me. Like I was a supervisor, but she was my supervisor at this one particular job that I was doing part-time on the side. For the most part, she was cool. The only time I saw her act out is one time she was showing the kind of attractive girl around. And I noticed that she was talking to me kind of different. I'm like, okay, I see what she doing. I ain't even react. Other than that, that was the only time in dealing with her almost 2 years that I had a problem with what she did or said to me. But I'm noticing, and some of you women are so disrespectful that I'm starting to wonder, do you even like men? Other than money, take money out. Do you like men? What is your angle? And y'all know that's my phrase. What's your angle? Take money out of the equation, what you can get financially. Do you like men? Because I told y'all I'm gonna start showing y'all the stuff they say to me. Some of these guys, sometimes I don't even know if it's guys or not, because it's mostly women who say these things. Now I'm kind of over my time limit, but this is part one. I'm going to go into details in this series, and I'm going to prove to you. Sometimes I'm going to have audio that a lot of these guys, it's not them that hate women. It's women that hate these guys and try to dominate these guys, treat them like they little punks. And I'm going to prove it. I'm going to prove it. So stay tuned. We're going to come back to this in a little while. We're going to come back and we're going to go a little more in depth. And I'm going to give you some examples. I'm going to go back on some of the comments that I have received. So stay tuned. This is Truth Man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. No simping. No taking up for disrespectful women. If you're there and you see them doing that, that must be how you feel too. Like some people's grifting. It's people in this space, I don't even believe that's necessarily, based on their track record, it's not necessarily how they feel about it. They just capitalizing. But we're going to get into this because this has been a question for a long time.